Hey everybody, today's assignment is, this assignments are actually all fairly straightforward. So I actually didn't need to create a video for Spreadsheet Activity 5, and I didn't need to create one for the one you're going to do on Thursday, which is Spreadsheet Activity 7. However, I am going to kind of go over the one that you need to do today, which is Activity number 6. And it's pretty simple actually, but I'm going to go over it with you guys anyway. This is all about sorting data. So when we put a list of names or a list of numbers or things like that in a column on a spreadsheet, we can put them in proper order. We can put them in alphabetical order. If it's a list of names, we can put it in numerical order from the smallest number to the biggest number, or we could actually switch it around and go from the biggest number to the smallest number. We can also put things in reverse alphabetical order. So that's what I'm going to show you today, and it's all pretty straightforward stuff. So let me open up the assignment, kind of read it over with you and let you know what you need to do first. All right, so we're going to be doing a pie chart today, which you did yesterday as well. Pie chart's pretty simple, so hopefully this will be just as easy. Okay, so Mr. Slack recently surveyed 30 students in his first hour computer class. He asked the students, what color eyes do you have? Type these responses into a spreadsheet file. So, one of the things I want you to notice right away is there is nothing in cell A1. You skip A1, then you go blue, brown, gray, green, and hazel, and then you type in the responses and the following numbers. And if you need to widen any of your columns, you widen your columns. And this is where it talks about sorting data. Okay. So when you sort data, you always select the data first and let the computer know what data you want to be sorted. And then you click on something called the sort range. And, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. And then you have to let the sort range know which column you're sorting by. Are you going to sort by that letters column or the numbers column? So these are the directions. I'm going to put these directions on my other screen here. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my example page. So I've already created an example of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up and use that as kind of the basis for what your final copy should look like. And so I do spend a lot of time going over all of these assignments ahead of time, making sure that everything looks the way it's supposed to look. So this one is activity number 6, and I've already created a teacher example. So let me open that up for you. Okay, so when you're all done yours, this is what yours should sort of look like. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go over the info on sorting, and I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit so that it's easier to see. Let's go to because this is the area that I really want to focus on. Okay, so you're going to put your data in your screen just like mine is here, and remember, like I already mentioned, you want to skip cell A1. You'll notice these are not in the same order that they were in the example. They are actually in backwards alphabetical order. So we're going to practice sorting the data. So we can sort alphabetically, numerically. I'm in step 5 on the instruction sheet. So it's critical to make sure you select all of the information that is associated with the data. If I want to sort this column, I also want to sort the data that goes with the column. So if I ended up just changing the order in which these words are, but leave the numbers in the order that they are, then I'm going to get wrong data. I always want green to have the number 2 next to it, gray the number 3, hazel 3, blue 8, and brown 14. If I change the order of these words, I want these numbers to automatically go with it. Now the same can be said with the numbers. Now notice I put the numbers are in from smallest to biggest. If I move the number 2 and I want to put that down at the bottom, I also want to make sure that the word green is beside it. So that's why if I go to sort the data, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to make sure that I sort all the columns that are associated with the data. Okay. Now that I've selected the data, I can go ahead and notice I'm not selecting the title because I don't want that put in there. I go up to the Data tab, and I can go here. There's a couple of things. There's a quick way to do this as well. So if you notice here, it says sort range by column A. Here's column A. So let's say I just wanted to put these words in alphabetical order. If I click on this one, you don't want to sort the whole sheet. You only want to sort the range. The range is just what you select. Okay, so I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go back to data. If I press this button, and I'm going to sort from A to Z. So these are going to get put into alphabetical order. And there they are. And notice how the numbers went with them because I had selected them too. So I just sorted the data in alphabetical order. All right. Now sorting by numbers, so alphabetically it's easy. I go to data. Now let's say I want to go from Z to A. I did A to Z. Let's go Z to A. And there we go. Now we're from Z to A. So we're the furthest letter in the alphabet is at the top. All right. So sorting by numbers is a little bit different. Okay. So sorting by numbers, we still want to select everything, but this time there's no shortcut to sort the numbers. All right, because these are only for column A. So I have to go to sort range. And this is where it opens up. Now let's say I want to change and put these in order from the smallest number to the biggest number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the column. Now here's the column that the numbers are in. They're in column B. So if I go to the pull-down menu, I select column B. Okay, so now, notice how these are still from A to Z. Well, they're going to still be A to Z. Now, what you need to understand with numbers, A to Z is the smallest to biggest. Z to A is biggest to smallest. So right now, if I click sort, it's going to put these in order. And you can tell 2 is the smallest number. So the 2 is going to get put up here. Then the 3s are going to get put here. Then the 8 and the 14. So let's try that. There we go. We have 2, 3, 3, 8, and 14. Okay. So let's say I want to make that go the other way. So I go back to sort range. And this time I'm going to go back to column B because I want to sort by column B. And I want to put them in order from the biggest to the smallest. So I want to reverse them. So that's what the Z to A one is. If I click on Z to A, column B, there we go. So that's it. Sorting data is actually fairly simple. All right, so your final version of what your page should look like is the pie chart that I show right down here. And one of the things that you need to make sure when you go to your charts editor is that you have the percentages on here as well. So you want to make sure that the percentages show up. So that you have the color and the percentage. Now notice this is really dumb. But, you know, it says brown and it's pointing to this section, which is a blue section. It's just kind of awkward. We're talking about brown eyes, green eyes, gray eyes, hazel eyes, and blue eyes. But you could change all of these if you wanted to, so that they match. You know, if you click on the section here and you want to make that brown, then you could do that if you wanted to. I'm not saying you have to, but for this section up here, green, I can change that to green. This is just extra. In gray, I can go to gray. I just thought it was weird that hazel is kind of like a light blue. So if you go to hazel, I think it's kind of blue-green. Let's keep like that color. And then blue will just make like blue-blue. So, I mean, you don't have to do that, but it makes more sense to me. But that's what your final copy should look like. So I just want to make sure you guys understand how to sort data. All right, good luck.